Good morning. Thanks for joining me for Rise and Shine with Miko today. And I want to talk about a really fun topic, and that's about letting life to penetrate you. And yes, I mean it, letting life penetrate you. So what does that mean? And also basking in total pleasure moment by moment of every single day. That's 100% possible, and it's something that I am committed to fully living every single moment of every day going into this new year, because I realized how much I was not living, not allowing myself to bask in the moment, to allow the goodness of life to really flow into my life. Up until very recently, I realized I was always in this hustle and the grind and like the constant doing, the constant pushing for striving for something in the future, thinking that joy and happiness and fulfillment is somewhere out in the future, when all of that can only be experienced in the now moment. So it requires a couple components before we can even open up to receive. And if it's useful, if it's supportive for you to think about an actual interaction between a man and a woman in a sexual interaction, right? Penetration, the woman receiving, and it's a very similar analogy, right? Everything that happens in nature, sexual activity between human beings, it's very much, it can be applied to every other aspects of our lives. So think of a beautiful, healthy, sacred relationship between a man and a woman. When it's in a very sacred space where the woman feels totally safe to open up, that's when she can be fully dropped into her body, fully opening up physically, mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, to experience the pleasure in a way that it's simply not possible when she's thinking about something, when she's stressed about something, when she feels tight, when her body is not open because she doesn't feel safe. It's the same exact concept, right? It requires safety, it requires trust, requires surrender, requires allowing. All of these components are essential if you would like to experience more pleasure moment by moment of every single day. That's outside of the bedroom, that's outside of physical intimacy, which is 100% possible. Like, I receive so much pleasure just biting into a delicious cookie. I've been so addicted lately. Like, this is not good. I found these delicious cookies from Whole Foods, and like I'm hooked. But anyways, like, just taking a bite into that crispy, like sweet and just delicious cookie, like that gives me pleasure, right? Or even laying in bed feeling the fresh cleaned bed, like the bed sheets and my blankets, like that gives me pleasure, right? Just little things like that. Standing underneath of my shower, feeling the warm water running down my body, that gives me pleasure. But if we don't have the ability to fully open up to receive, it doesn't matter how much good things are happening in front of our eyes, we cannot experience it. We simply can, because maybe we are living in a stressful, adrenaline pumping fight, flight, or freeze mode, so that we're constantly on high overdrive, like overstimulated nervous system. So we don't even have the time or the energy or the attention to slow down and to bask in the pleasure that's to be experienced right now, right here and right now. So really so many pieces needed to be in place first. You got to really look at, okay, what makes me feel unsafe mentally, emotionally, physically, what gives me safety, right? What helps me feel safe on a more regular basis. So what that looks like is you gotta do a lot of healing, right? If there's something in you, there's core wounds that haven't been healed and integrated from your childhood or from your past, that's always going to put you in this like ready to fight kind of mode, ready to flight kind of mode. So you don't have the opportunity to really experience the pleasurable things in life. Another thing would be to really get clear on what your values are, getting clear on what your boundaries are, what you're okay with, what you're not okay with, and that comes down to your level of self-worth, right? How much you believe you're worthy of having what it is that you desire, how much you believe that you deserve to have the things that are within your values, that are within your boundaries, and not settling for less, not people pleasing, right? Not saying yes when you want to say no. So you gotta have that solid confidence, that solid level of self-love and the power within, so that you understand, you put yourself into situations that you feel safe to open up to receive pleasure. So those are just a couple of things. And when you get those things under your foundation, life becomes so fun. Like, seriously, it becomes so fun. Every single moment of every day, you get to find evidence for why you are experiencing heaven on earth. That's 100% possible. It just requires the necessary steps to get you there. So that's all I want to share today. Like, we all 100% deserve to live a pleasure-filled life, and that gets to happen now. You get to choose, you get to decide, it's happening, and you get to go for it. All right. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I will be back again at 11:30 Pacific time to do episode 3 of the Blossoming Into You series. I'll be bringing on a beautiful woman named Robin, and I'm so excited to connect with her. All right, have an amazing day everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.